Alrighty, people. Here we are again. Mr. Haru is learning to walk next to the golf cart. I apologize about the view angle with this lead right in the way of the camera. That's probably pretty distracting, but I just want to be clear. My first priority out here is not making cute videos. It's not making stuff that's honestly even really entertaining. At the end of the day, I'd love it if it is, because the more entertaining it is, I think the longer people will watch it, and perhaps maybe they'll get the point of it. But let's just be clear, my point is not to entertain people. Granted, I am a world-class ham, as my wife will let you know. And in general, I love putting smiles on people's faces. I love being able to contribute to why somebody else has a good day. But when it comes to what I'm doing here with these dogs, when it comes to what I'm doing with any dog, and any of the videos I'm making, it being on the Tosa channel or on the dog training channel, my point is not to entertain people. So let's get that straight. I might do stuff with the goal of being entertaining, absolutely, because again, the entertainment can sometimes help to make sure that more people see the message, and that's what I want to be sure to be clear of. So when you see stuff like this with the leash in the way and stuff like that, I'll try my best to not do it, but right now I got one hand on the wheel and one hand on this camera, and until we get ourselves a designated camera guy, which we've tried with the kids, and they have the attention span of a gnat, so nope. I love them to death, but no. Hey everybody, I promise I did not just wake up, even though I kind of look like I just woke up, but I didn't just wake up. I've been up for a little bit. But anyway, I figured I'd make a short video, let you guys know what we've been up to. I know our channel has been quiet. I know our page has been quiet, but we have been doing a lot behind the scenes, putting some stuff together. We actually are working on a lot of big things, a lot of great stuff, and we're super excited. I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember it all to share it all with you, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes. I don't know if you can see this guy back here. He is new. His name is Haru. He is a new addition to our kennel, and we have a new girl coming in actually this month. So this is October 2nd today. And then she'll be getting here on the 14th. So in about 12 days, we got another girl coming in. So we will have a grand total of 5 Tosas by the end of this month. And we've got a lot going on to prepare for that. And unfortunately, I have not been able to keep up with the videos in that time. There are a ton of videos that I have that we can edit and get together and get, you know, put out there and stuff, but just being able to spend time in the booth doing the editing and all that fun stuff has not been in the cards here recently. That said, we're gonna go over here and let you guys see Dante in the same video. I got a lot of people that think that Haru and Dante are the same dog, but as you can see, Haru is a bit lighter and also skinnier. And then Dante over here is like a true and proper red, even though he doesn't always look it. But he is a true and proper red. If you look at Dante here, proper red. Hey, bub. Hey, bub. You sleepy, aren't you? He's sleepy. And he's got a full-on black mask, whereas Haru here has more of what you might consider a red mask, and he's a bit more of a brown. He's also got longer fur, but they both are pretty well trained already. So, oh, you got me with that goober. Anyway, so there's that. As far as the projects and stuff we've got going on, there's still a really huge project that is near and dear to my heart and very, very big on my mind. Something that I've probably been talking about since March. Certainly since like June, I know for sure, that we've been working on and had to put a pin in, and I'm just now getting to the point where I might be able to get back around to it. program is growing. We've got plans for dogs coming in from Korea next year. We've got all kinds of stuff going on, so we're going to need to be building things, building kennels, and getting stuff sorted out. We got a lot to do, and I'll try to work that in. It means most of the time I'm getting the exercise in with the dogs way early in the morning. Like this morning, we were out from 4 to 6:30. The sun was nowhere near coming up, and I tried to record. I promise y'all I did. Um, we've got a little bit, and I might put that up, but it's not a whole lot to look at. For those of you who are watching the videos and you just want to see more of the dogs, unfortunately, I can't give you that right now. Maybe some point down the road, maybe a couple years from now, when we've got the breed better established, and I can focus more on just, fun and silly stuff. Then great, we can create those kinds of videos. But right now, there's too much at stake, I think, when it comes to it. There's far too much at stake. We'll make our stylized videos. I got some really good slow-mo stuff that I think is going to be fun, and some ideas for where to go with that kind of stuff in the future. I think it's going to be a blast. But at the end of the day, that's not the point of this channel. It's not. The point of this channel is not for you to only ever see pretty dogs that are ready for show and all that other kind of stuff. You're going to see them when they're skinny because they didn't eat, because a female in heat was nearby. Cough, cough. I'm talking to you. You're gonna see them. You're gonna see them when they're minding their own business and not really doing anything. You're gonna see them when they need some training and they have some stuff they need to work on. You're gonna see the real dogs. I want you to get the reality of it, and not just Instagram photos. And when it comes to it, I want you to, at the end of every video, you're gonna see me talking about what this breed needs. Because again, it's important. And I absolutely will get on the stage. I absolutely will get up in front of whoever I need to get up in front of to represent for this breed, and to make sure people know about them, the truth about them, and get an opportunity to meet the real dog. Absolutely, I will. I'll do whatever needs to happen for that. If you like the channel, you like what we're doing, that's great, and I love that, and I appreciate it. If you have honest and well thought out critiques that you think you can help us to improve with, absolutely, I'm open to those. But I mean, if it's just naysayers, I've seen naysayers. If it's just people who think that this breed should stay secret or quiet, or nobody should know about them because that's going to keep them safe, been there, done that. That's the reason why we're here today. At the end, I guess what I'm saying is that I'm just going to have to apologize. We're not going to please everybody. We're not going to have every video with a bunch of dogs all in the videos and stuff. And as time goes on and we get the chance to develop the channel, you might see more of that. That'd be great. But until then, you got to deal with my ugly mug telling you about the breed and telling you what the breed needs. And hopefully we get enough people who catch that same spark and get out there and do stuff with their dogs, like we're encouraging the other Tosa owners that we run across to do. And they get out there and they do stuff with their dogs and stuff like that. And it leads to, hey, you don't have to come to our channel. Sorry, you don't have to come to our channel to be the only place to see a Tosa. You can go follow so-and-so on Instagram or follow somebody else on YouTube, and they'll put their dogs out there. But right now, that's not it. And unfortunately, we can't put the focus on that. We can do that as much as we can to try to help encourage more people to come to our channel, to follow our channel. But ultimately, we have to get the message out. We have to sit down and we got to talk to you. So I apologize for that to those who are disappointed by that somehow. But I will say, even to those people, honestly, if we look down the road in 5-10 years from now, you see a Tosa walking down your street, or you see a Tosa breeder in your state, and you can go and get one for yourself and see one yourself, own one yourself, raise one yourself, and experience one yourself, instead of just complaining about what you can't see on a YouTube video. Like, you can have one in 5 and 10 years from now. I'll take credit for that. I'll take credit for that. I'll say you're welcome. And I'll rest knowing that what I did was not in vain. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to be arrogant or off-putting or anything like that, but I am trying to help people stay focused on what matters and why we're actually here. We're here for the dogs, but not just to make cute, trendy videos. We're here to educate and inform people. You know, I mean, American bullies are about to be banned all across Europe. There's a couple people that had a couple bad dogs that did some bad stuff. Yeah, sure. But the whole breed is about to be banned across the UK. Tosa's already banned in the UK. Tosa never did anything in the UK. Tosa wasn't even in the UK when they got banned. You know, same thing with Australia. Same thing with New Zealand. I mean, you just go down to all these places where Tosas are banned, and they got banned for a reputation. And a reputation is something that I tend to presume is based off of what you've done. Unfortunately, in these countries, no, it's not based off of what you've done. It's what other countries, I guess, have said that you're capable of, even though they base that of what other countries have said that you're capable of, and you trace it back and you trace it back and you trace it back, and it turns out you actually never did it, but you got the reputation. You know, that's what my eyes are on. That's what my eyes are on. If it takes having more dogs in the videos to get your attention, I'll do it. But only because I need the attention for the breed. I need more people to see and understand and know the truth about the breed, the reality about the breed. If all I'm doing is showing videos of dogs out here playing in the yard, we're not going to be able to accomplish that. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, that's great and that's cute and all, but there's so much more at stake. So much more at stake. And that's what I would say. I appreciate constructive criticism. I appreciate you guys letting me know ways that we can do this better, perhaps better cameras, better angles, stuff like that. And we will try to implement those. But I think the days of us waiting until we can actually do everything exactly right before we make our next video, those days are gone. That idea is going to be a non-starter, because in the meantime, people still need help. There's more going on than just what you see on the channel. There's people that are trying to buy Tosas from other countries, and they're getting worked over because, I said worked over, by the way. They're getting worked over because it's a scam. Or they go to another country and they're trying to buy a Tosa from that country, and they don't understand everything that goes into that process. And even though the breeder in that country is a reputable breeder and things are good and on the up and up, the plans fall through, bridges are burned, because again, there's not the support and knowledge and information that needs to be there. The infrastructure that needs to be there. There are people that I'm getting into contact with that have adopted Tosas from Korea. And I'm not talking about like the fighting kennels in Korea. I'm talking about like the dog meat farms in Korea, and they don't know what they've got, and they don't know what to do with it, and they don't know how to take care of it. They love the dog, they care about the dog, but they don't know the first thing about the dog in the grand scheme of things. You know, they need support. They need people. They need people. There's people that have Tosas that might need to rehome them, and they don't want to put them in a shelter because the shelter's going to kill the dog. There's people that are trying to raise their Tosa. They don't know how to make sure that the nutrition is balanced. They don't know how to make sure that the dog is being given a proper head start on life. They need help. There are people that are hurting, quite frankly, around the globe, for the fact that there's no people behind the breed. Not enough people behind the breed. There are dogs, therefore, that are hurting around the globe because of the fact that there's not enough people behind the breed. That's my goal. Getting good information out there and getting the right kind of people to join this breed, join us in this cause. You know? And if making a couple more scenes with Tosas playing around and doing the Tosa thing and all that fun stuff is what's required in order to get the right kind of attention and get in front of people, I'll absolutely do it. I will. But it's not the point, if that makes any sense. So we do have some silly stuff. We have some silly videos, like my son training dogs, right? We have videos of just music in the background with Tosas walking, and I I'm gonna be making some more of those probably today, this week, to put out over the next few weeks and months and stuff like that. I'll probably put together a better schedule. But all that said, you know, when it comes down to it, um, even those, as fun as as they are, as much as I like the music and stuff like that, even those, they aren't why we're here. They aren't why we're here. So if you can find it in yourself to perhaps forgive us for not being a typical lifestyles channel, not being a typical Instagram channel, at the end of the day, that's not really why I'm here. It's not really why I'm here. I'm here to make sure that one day you can walk outside and see one of those walking down your street politely, neatly, properly on a leash, and showing you that this dog is better behaved than your neighbor's German Shepherd. I'm here so that one day you could possibly learn how to get your dog to behave as well as he does. And to be as trusting, calm, and patient, and yes, despite the messiness, as he is. I'm not done. Hey, Howdy. Walking with me. Hey, yeah. Alright. This is why I'm here. Hey, Mama. Come here. Hey, Mama. I'm here so you can learn how to make sure your dog develops into a healthy, grown adult. Yosh, come here, Mama. A healthy, grown adult gets good exercise, doesn't hurt their joints growing up with too much weight on them. Develops into a healthy dog and lives a long, healthy life. I'm here to help you learn how to feed them properly. I'm here to help you learn how to do this. Where you have two Tosas and a Labrador hanging out in the yard, there's no same-sex aggression here. You know, I'm sorry. Two Tosas and a Labrador, this is our Labrador, Miss Pepper, hanging out in the yard, looking like a little miniature version of Kikio. And there's no issues here. We leave them there, they do just fine. Everybody's doing just fine. That's why I'm here. Okay? That's why I'm here. And I hope that in the grand scheme of things, when people look back at whatever it is we accomplished, right? It's not, oh, hey, they sold puppies. Oh, hey, they had a big kennel and had all these names and bloodlines and all that. No, I don't care about that. I didn't get into this for that. Like, a lot of people, they have these ideas for how to protect the breed, keep them secret, yada, yada, yada. But you're not really thinking long term. You're not really thinking long term, and neither were the people that came before you. You're not thinking about it right. You know? At the end of the day, you're one person. I'm going to say this again. You're one person, and your life is finite. And when you get to the point where you can no longer work with these dogs, be it through age, be it through ability, be it through death, whatever it is, when you get to the point where you're no longer able to work with these dogs, what legacy are you leaving? Really? And who's going to take that mantle from you? I apologize about this junk back here. That's one of the things we're working on getting rid of. We got a lot of stuff that we got cleared out from the house that we're going to have to get rid of here soon. We're still working on house projects and remodeling, so chances are it's probably going to stay for a little bit until we're done with some of our major projects. But anyway, all that said, you got to think long term, you got to think big picture. And when it comes to what we're focusing on here and what we're trying to accomplish here, that's where we're at. Long term, big picture. What does tomorrow look like? What does next year look like? What does 5 or 10 years from now look like? You know? So, I know I'm running my mouth, and I know this is a video where you mostly see me, right? But I hope that comes across. I hope that that's something that y'all see. I hope that that's something that y'all pick up on. And I also hope that that's something that y'all can respect. And at the end of the day, if you can tell me how the advice that you're giving me and the counsel and critiques that you're giving me can lead to the betterment of the breed, can lead to the benefit of the dogs, I'm right there with you every time. I will listen. I will pull out my notepad and we will try to implement it as soon as possible. But if it's just something that's like little, flavor additives or little, I don't really know how I would categorize them. They're cute and they're nice and they have their place, but is it right now? Is it right here and right now? And I struggle to say that the answer to that is yes. When it comes to it, if you can help me with advice on how to better increase the notoriety of this breed, better draw in good people who want to work with these dogs long term, you know, I'll hear that every day. However, if on the other hand it's just, a preference for what you like to see on a YouTube channel, then you'll have to forgive me if that's not something that we're in a big hurry to implement. We'll try. We'll try. But it's not going to be our greatest priority, I can tell you that. Um, I appreciate y'all who are following, those of you who are giving us critiques that we can use, and those of you, even if we can't use the critique, again, those of you who are working hard to present your critiques and your advice in ways that is constructive, ways that are constructive rather. I very, very much appreciate that, every last one of y'all. But when it comes to it, just realistically, please don't miss the point of why we're here. I hope that y'all can see what we're after and what we're doing. We did actually get to put together the Tosa Inu Club website. And if y'all are looking for that, tosaclub.org, that is our temporary site. It's going to be small. It's going to be just bones and what we need up there. We do have a full-on site being put together by one of the most talented and dedicated people working in the breed right now, and she is killing it. But it's a big undertaking and it's taking time, so we've got something temporary to let people know that the Tosa Club does exist. It does have members aside from just people here in our kennel. We have members already all over the US and Canada, and we have people that are assisting from different countries around the world. So again, when it comes to it, I would like to say that there's more here than just some random guy in Texas yelling at a camera with a dog in the background, sorry, I can't see him, but yeah, there's more than just that. There are big picture plans, big picture works going on here, and I'm honored that those of you who have watched the channel and are, are supporting us through your nice comments and your watches, your views, your subscriptions. I'm honored by that. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, quite frankly. Just knowing that whatever little things we did here led to somebody else learning about the breed and finding, honestly, just learning about the breed. You don't even have to like the breed. Just finding out that this is not the breed for you. Great. Great. That's absolutely great. Finding out that this is not the time in your life or the point in your life where you need to get one. Great. Absolutely great. This keeps dogs out of shelters. I'm good with that. Or finding out, hey, this is the breed for me and getting one. Or finding out, hey, I do want to get involved. This is an opportunity to get involved when a breed is just getting their restart. This is an opportunity to be a part of something big that's going to last for years and years to come. I love being a part of that. I love being taking the opportunity, getting an opportunity to have more than just having dogs in my kennel, having dogs on my yard, and letting the world get to meet and fall in love with the dogs as I have. I love being a part of that, but at the end of the day, again, it all comes back to that one thing. I want this breed to exist into eternity. I want this breed still here when Jesus comes back. I want this breed to be there when your children's look at dogs. I want them to be able to say, I've heard of a Tosa Inu. I want them to be able to say, I've seen one. I want your grandchildren's great-great-grandchildren to be able to say, hey, look, the Tosa Inu Club of America is still a thing, for one. For two, I want you to be able to say, hey, look, there is no breed on the planet that has the kind of camaraderie and community behind it like the Tosa has. For two, and then for three, I want you to be able to say, hey, there are reputable breeders. There are great people producing good dogs, great dogs, working dogs, family dogs, wonderful dogs in every state. That's what I want you to be able to say. That's what I want them to be able to say, you know? And all that said, I am excited. There's a lot of work that we got to get done here. There's a lot that we got going on. But I am excited. I think that the next few months are going to be interesting. We got a dog coming in this month out of Serbia. She'll be here in about 12 days. And we are on heat watch for Miss Kikio. She is like clockwork. I would presume that her next estrus does not come until closer to Thanksgiving. But as far as possibilities, honestly, anytime between now and Christmas, she could be going in the heat. And we need to get ready for breeding and get ready for puppies and all that fun stuff. The dog coming in from Serbia, Miss Sukiko, she is probably going to be in estrus when she gets here, but we're not breeding her. We're going to give her time to adjust. Entirely different climate, entirely different set of dogs around her, entirely different lifestyle and day-to-day, entirely different food and diet, all that nonsense. No, we are going to let her get here. We're going to let her skip this estrus, and then we're going to talk about next year, what her plans are for next year. And we've got our breeding plans lined up for that. Cat's out of the bag there, but yeah, we got a lot of big things going on, and I just want you guys to know that. Well, I want you guys to know that, and on top of that, just know in the future. When you don't see us, it's because that's when we're working our hardest. When you don't hear from us, it's because that's when we got our heads down and we are putting in work, hard work, a lot. So as we get along and keep on producing more videos and stuff like that, I just want you guys to know we are here. We love you. We appreciate you so much. And there is so much more to come. I mean, so much more to come. So much more to come. And if you didn't catch it earlier, go check out tosaclub.org. It is still under construction. We're still getting all the basics together on that site, but do keep an eye on it. That's going to be a great place to be able to reach out to more people than just us. Reach out to more people that have been working with this breed for, several years, some of them 10, 20 years. Some of them are newer in it, but they are there to help. And having good people around for the breed that are there to help with people who have questions, people who have needs, who have answers, and are looking to get involved and stuff like that. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I know that by this time next year, we're going to have an opportunity to look back and just think about how much we've accomplished in just a year's time. And when that time comes, we'll probably make a video for that too. But yeah, I just hope you guys know that. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, for your awesome, wonderful comments. For those of you who have either kept it positive or kept it constructive, I appreciate. Again, I appreciate constructive critique. And those of you who have just been watching, just been liking or watching or whatever, sharing has been huge. Thank you so much for all of that. And please do stay tuned, because there's so much more to come, and we can't wait to get that there. But I did need to kind of refocus on what the goal here is, and hopefully help people to understand that. And hopefully by November, we'll be done with a lot of our big projects, and we'll be able to get rid of a lot of this junk that we got lying around here, and really clear up the space. We're going to have our kennels built over here in this area, and we're probably going to have a couple in the yard and then a couple on the far side over there underneath the pecan trees. But we got so much to do, and honestly, I'm getting excited and smiling a whole lot because I'm thinking about where we expect to be this time next year. I can't wait. I can't wait till that day comes. But until that time, thank you guys so much for following. Thank you so much for keeping up with us. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Okay. You behave. Okay? Let me see. Put that over there. Okay, you behave. You tell the camera goodbye. Give it a boop. Give it a boop. Give it a boopshy boopshy boopsh. All right, bub. All right, bye, y'all. Thank you guys so very much for checking out our channel, for watching our videos. I hope I wasn't too boring. Thank you for following us or watching us. If you do not already follow us, please follow. If you have not liked this video, please like, and please subscribe, and you'll be able to keep up with the next videos we put out about Tosas. We love what we do here. There'll definitely be more videos. And you can learn a bit more about the breed, learn a bit more about us, and hopefully it'll be stuff that you'll find useful. One other thing I would say is that if you can, please share our information. I know a lot of people will say share, but for us it's actually more important. You may not know this, but the Tosa is what we might consider an endangered species here in the US and even in the West. I would say the place that the place that the Tosa is right now is not unlike the place where the pit bull was in the mid 50s throughout the 70s, in that they no longer are used for their original purpose here in the US. Thank God. They are not used for their original purpose. So that kind of leaves a vacuum. The breed's notoriety is going down in that vacuum, but what that opens the door for is for bad actors to get a hold of what remaining specimens there are and use them for, we'll say, nefarious purposes. And when it comes to it, this is a wonderful breed. We just barely got the pit bull to where it's like 50-50 publicity, right? I'd hate for the Tosa to be the next dog everybody hates. So please share as much as you can. Get the information out there about the breed. It took so long for the pit bull to make a comeback, not because of breeding and responsible breeding practice. No, there's always been people that have been breeding pit bulls responsibly. You know, what it took was having people in their corner. Advocates, people who could stand up and say, that's not the way pit bulls act in reality. That's a dog that's been abused. That's a dog that's been mistreated. That's a dog that's been mistrained. And that can happen to any breed, you know? And the more that those people get out there, the more you see the pit bull coming out in a better light, you know? Unfortunately, it's still got a long way to go, but that was the change. And the same thing is true for the Tosa. We need people who are going to get out there and say, hey, look, that behavior right there, that's not a Tosa. This, that, the other thing, that's not Tosa behavior. This is an example of an unfortunate set of circumstances that befell an individual dog. It is not what is to be expected of the breed as a whole. So when it comes to it, I think it's super important that you share, even more than liking and subscribing, which would be awesome. But share so that the information gets out there and more people learn the truth about the Tosa. All of it, not just the fighting past, but where they are today and where they're heading. Hopefully, more people will see this, more people will share, and the information will be out there. Again, you don't necessarily have to want to get a Tosa yourself, but learn about the breed. We need more advocates. Hopefully, some people watching this will find that true and become an advocate for this wonderful, amazing breed. Thank you guys so much for your time. We'll let you go and enjoy your life and let Mr. Dante get on to his kibble for the day.